Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for project number 2 in my 2017 Christmas Ornament Tutorial Series. This is maybe one of my favorite ornaments. It is very simple, yet it's really pretty. I have a piece of Merry Music Designer Series paper. I can position one of the squares from the Layering Squares framelits to where it perfectly gets that nice area of Christmas music featured. It looks like it was designed for this set, and in fact I would not be surprised to find out that it was in fact designed by Stampin' Up to fit perfectly. I'm going to also use the Pretty Pines Thinlits dies, and I have already die cut several different pieces to save some time in the video. I'm going to use sponge daubers to add some color, and I'll be using a handheld hole punch or a circle punch to make the hanger. I started off by getting the very largest scalloped square from the Layering Squares and finding the size of square that nestled perfectly inside that largest scallop. Die cutting them together creates a frame, and die cutting the scallop alone creates a base piece for the ornament. So you'll need to create a base piece that does not have the frame, and then create a frame piece that you can add on top of once the paper is together. Different colors can work different ways on cardstock when looking to add highlights and lowlights. When using a sponge dauber, it's very important to ink up the dauber and then first remove some of that excess ink. Unlike with using a stamp pad to stamp an image, sponging needs to be done in a more soft fashion. So I'm using different colors to give different kind of lowlights and highlights. Cherry Cobbler is the color of the ribbon. Wild Wasabi and Lemon Lime Twist are the colors of the greenery. And I have some Silver Glimmer Paper for the berries. To put everything together, I'm using liquid glue, but you could most certainly use your favorite adhesive, and especially if that's a mini glue dot. Balancing the look of the greenery, I'm using the different colors, trying to put the darker ones down as a foundation, and I'm going to layer up in different ways this little sprig of berries. So I've got a couple of different little berries, and I want to offset them to where they balance each other out in the overall design. The nice thing about liquid glue is it will be transparent on the finished project. So that's one thing that even if I get a little messy with the glue, it will not be seen very easily. Once everything is layered up, I'm going to add the bow on top of the greenery. This is the one piece that I want to make sure stays in place and doesn't come away from the rest of the unit. I suggest that you experiment with how much glue is needed to hold all of your pieces down, remembering that once you adhere glue to paper, it makes a pretty good contact. This hanger is a little bit different from the other in the respect that I'm going to hang it from opposite sides instead of from the middle. So to create the hanger, I have used the circle punch on each side and punched onto the black area, and then with the same ribbon as I've used before, I'm coming from the back and pushing the ribbon through the front. At that point, I'm going to tie a double knot in the front that is going to keep the ribbon from sliding out. This is going to give a nice foundation to this Christmas ornament being hung on a tree. Thanks for joining me for this ornament tutorial. I hope you're liking this series and there's much more to come. Be sure to subscribe to my channel by hitting subscribe now and giving the thumbs up so you won't miss another one of the tutorials. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.
Hi, my name is Trip. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.